What up? Hey, there are a list of things that can go wrong when using rubber insulated gloves, and one of the easy ones to fix is just getting the correct size. Now, size does matter because we want our workers to have good tactile dexterity. We don't want the gloves to be too big and cumbersome where they can't get their work done safely, and if they're too tight, it can lead to fatigue or other issues with the gloves. So we want to make sure the size is right. So after ordering a mountain of gloves over the years, I have 3 good practices for making sure that we get the right size, and one common practice that I absolutely recommend against. So check this out. First things first, you're going to want to be measuring your more dominant hand. So if you're right-handed, you're going to want to be measuring that one. They tend to be bigger, and that's really important. First way is to use a seamstress tape or a flexible tape, but you want to be careful not to measure over the fingers. When it comes to this measurement, you can see it's only a size like an 8 inches there. You always want to be measuring across the thickest part of your hand, which is going to be right across the knuckles. So you can see he moves it to over the knuckles, and we got, at first it said 8 3/4. Now we've got a little slack in it, but it's still just under 9 inches. So that would be a good measurement to go off of right there. The next way is going to be to use a piece of wire or string that you have handy. You're going to want to make sure, again, it's over the knuckles or the bigger part of the hand. You're going to cut that. You're going to lay it on a measuring tape or some sort of roller or something, and you're just going to measure that piece of string or wire. You can see it's just under 9 inches here. The most accurate way, you have to do it a few times, is to place your hand on a roller or a straight edge with ruler markings on it. You roll your hand over and you see where that mark lines back up again. You can see this is a tighter tolerance. It's the most accurate, so you need to be aware of that. And lastly is this way. I don't recommend it. You print this out in 8.5 by 11, you slap your hand on it and you pick the size. Now, the problem with that is that not everyone has the same thickness of hand, while they may have the same width of hand. So you want to be careful with that. I don't recommend it. It'll probably come out wrong. And here's one last pointer. If you use glove liners that help you with sweat and can actually provide more arc blast protection, you want to add about 3/8 of an inch to 1/2 an inch to your calculation. So if you started out at an 8.8 and you add that 1/2 inch to it, that would end you up at about 9.3, and then you go up to 9.5. So your final glove size will be 9.5. Hope that helps. You guys stay safe out there.